All right, what's going on, guys? Kyle and Griffin here. We're just breaking down 24.1 for you. Thanks for jumping on, Griffin.
Course.
Um, so 24.1 is a spin off of, I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was an old like 20.0 or something like that. That was literally 2159 of dumbbell snatches and burpees. So Dave brought that back and he is just doubling the reps apparently. So 21, 21, 21, 21.
Two
Uh,
rounds, 2 rounds of 15, two
yeah,
rounds of 9. Way
yeah, there
easier
you go.
than that, but, Dave
Yeah.
Castro
Yeah. So it ends up being just 90 reps in total.
of each movement.
Of each movement. Yep, 90 reps of each movement. Burpee or dumbbell snatch on one arm and burpees over the dumbbell. Um, so it does just a couple of like a quick little observation off the bat here. It does look like Dave is programming again because I this does not look like a BOS oriented workout. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Griff.
No, I mean, he probably, I don't know. Maybe they told Dave, hey, make some simple open workouts or something. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a boss workout.
Yeah. This is way more of a burner and it's not a bottleneck. So um yeah, but couple of thoughts or for the warm up guys, what we're looking to do is make sure that your shoulder flexion, so like opening up that arm overhead really, really well, getting your lat warmed up, and then getting a little bit of that dumbbell press warmed up are kind of two things. And then your posterior chain is going to get pretty lit up because they're literally just hinging the whole time in this workout, or you're just in this compressed position. And then making sure that your breathing is super warmed up in a hinge and like a crunched position. You're not going to be leaving this kind of like balled up position throughout the duration of this workout. It's literally you're up down with that dumbbell and then you're crunched over and doing burpees. So making sure you can kind of breathe with that compressed diaphragm is going to be key for this. If you guys look down, if you're watching this, you look down in the comment section, you'll see our recommended warm up for this workout. So
We should have
uh,
just done live.
say again.
We should have just done this live on Instagram Live.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, well.
um, Griff, what are your initial like kind of thoughts on like helpful tips for this one?
Biggest thing is footwork. Honestly, most people, if anybody actually watched the release, Jeff stepped. Nobody else did. He stepped up on his burpee, and he had the fastest burpees versus throwing both of your feet up. If your fittest in the world's doing it, you can do it.
Yeah,
Even easier, right? And people are like, oh, I got to go faster and throw both my feet up. If you slow down your burpees because you got out of breath or you ran out of energy because you were holding your breath doing that, you should have just stepped in the beginning. You can still be fast. So my suggestion, quick step up, hop over, stay low, move faster because you're allowing yourself to breathe as you step. Make sure your feet are the same spot every time. So it's like a reset every single rep. And then make sure your jump over the dumbbell isn't like well over the dumbbell. Make it low. You don't need that much energy to get over that. Um, and I mean, that really, those are like the biggest places people fall behind.
mhm.
You really don't need to take a big breath before you pick up a dumbbell. It's not that many dumbbell snatches. If you are concerned about that, then fine, take a 2 second and then pick up your dumbbell and go. But to be honest, just consistent movement piece of each. So like burpee should be the exact same. And honestly, don't be afraid to be a little bit quick in this one. Most people are like, hey, don't burn it down to start. You kind of can.
Mhm.
It gets easier as you go. But honestly, you want a perfect way to do this workout, just kind of like Jeff did. He just picked up pace as he went. He started out smooth, quick, and then burned it down through the last half. So, um, honestly, footwork and height of your jump over the dumbbell is gonna be the biggest thing to focus on. And then obviously don't cheat your dumbbell snatch. Make sure it's over your head.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think there's going to be kind of like three different aspects of this workout. You're going to have people like games level athletes who are like kind of racing on this one. quarterfinal level athletes who are going to be able to kind of like complete the work unbroken, but it's going to be at a slower pace. And then you're going to have people who are on the bubble just kind of looking to get in. And like the people who are looking to get into quarterfinals, definitely like that step is the way to go. That next tier up where like you're in quarterfinals solidly and you're kind of trying to race, footwork and making sure that you're staying low on your burpees, I think is going to be the key to this one. And then like getting into the racing aspect of it is going to be rep speed. So Jeff, he's 612 finish time, 180 reps in total. So it was 2 seconds a rep. So this one's going to come down to kind of like that narrow margin of like you're at 1.8 seconds a rep. And over the course of 180 reps, that's seconds right there. So I think those are kind of going to be like a little bit of the separators per like tier, if that makes sense. So, kind of figuring out where you're at tier wise on that and then kind of executing those things. I think for people who are in that lower level tier, trying to make it into quarterfinals or kind of like in the quarterfinals range, one thing that you'll want to try and like think about is momentum on this workout. As soon as you pick up that dumbbell snatch, you're going to have the momentum to finish whatever rep scheme you're on, right? That first 21 is literally nothing. That second set of 21, you're going to be breathing a little bit harder, but that momentum is going to carry you through the set. And then, like Griff said, you have descending reps, so it gets easier as you go. So just remember, like when you're getting done with the set of burpees, like get into your head momentum, 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 and just grab that dumbbell and just start, and your body will finish the rest of the work for you. So try not to be, kind of taking your sweet time to pick up that dumbbell. Like just get into it and your body will finish the work for you. So trust your training. Um, what are you thinking like time wise, Griff? Will be good for this one.
Well, honestly, for people to move on in quarterfinals, you really just need to be able to finish the workout. So consistently moving, you'll be fine. You don't have to necessarily worry about that. Going past that, I think you'll see a lot of that next tier around that like 9 to 12 minute mark. But then if you're really trying to race, you're trying to be closer to that semifinals and above. I mean, you're going to see somebody do this under 6 minutes. You'll see the males, they're going to finish. I mean, the good times will be anywhere between that, like just under 6 to right under 7 minutes, somewhere in there. You saw Pikowski's one of the taller athletes. He is also one of the fittest athletes, but you're going to look in those ranges. For the females, I would not be surprised to see them go a little bit faster, but I think it's going to be a little bit more sporadic. It won't be so condensed of times. But you're going to look at almost identical time frame. You might have the girls maybe a hair behind, like where 7:15 is going to be still a really good score and underneath, but that's what you're looking up at the top. Other than that, behind it, your next tier is dropping into that 10-minute range of the workout that they probably wrote for most pretty fit people, in that 10 to 12 minute range, which they like. And then the 15-minute time cap is honestly for just to save a lot of people's souls.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, so the 15-minute time cap is 12 reps a minute. So if you can complete 12 reps a minute, you're going to finish this workout. Dumbbell snatches, Jeff was he was probably doing them at like 1.5 reps a second. Obviously that 2 seconds mentioned earlier was an average across all his reps. So he was probably at 1.5 seconds a rep. They can take anywhere from 1.5 to 3 seconds a rep, depending on how quickly you're moving. It's a little bit easier with the single arm as well. So, 12 reps at 3 seconds a rep is 36 seconds. You get real slow on your burpees, you're down to like 6, 7, 8 seconds a rep. So, that's probably where if you're concerned about this workout, the burpees are probably where it's gonna cost some time. So, I would focus on setting a pace on those if needed, of like no more than 5 seconds of burpee or no more than 6 seconds of burpee, since you'll be able to make up some of that time on the dumbbell snatches. And that should get you to finish the workout. I do think that most people are going to be racing on this one. But to finish the workout, I wouldn't go any lower than 6 seconds of burpee, just because you can make up a little bit of time on that dumbbell snatch, but you kind of have some that hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of an idea of pacing structures for this one. So cool. Griff, you got anything else or?
No, enjoy it. It's not that bad. You've done way harder. Everyone's done harder workouts. It's burpees and dumbbell and breathe.
Yeah. If you have been training with us, you have definitely done harder shit than this. So
I don't fit in a workout yet in the method that's this. I don't want to say it's easy, not easy. If you dead sprint the whole time, it hurts, but it's not. This isn't complicated. If it was like you could, if this was thrusters and burpees, same thing. People would be on the floor dead. So
yeah.
the dumbbell snatch, breathe, move, you'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Cycle speed for those that are trying to race, consistent burpees for those that are trying to finish. So cool. Good luck, guys. Hit us up if you have any questions. Looking forward to catching you guys next week.